I've got an idea for a Heinz ketchup commercial. I was at this super posh restaurant. Super posh. The type of place that has chandeliers and paintings on the wall and way too many forks. I think classical music was playing, but maybe it was jazz. No, definitely classical. The hostess walks up to me and she says, "Mr. Sheeran, is this your first time dining with us?" And I say, "Yep." The waiter comes over, he's telling me about the specials. Super fancy vegetables, fancy sauces. I said, "Sounds fancy." So fast forward and the food comes. The waiter goes on to tell me, "We are proud to present this farm-to-table blah blah blah, posh and fancy blah blah blah, with a side of blah blah blah." You know, the food looked good. I just thought there was something missing. So I reach into my bag and I take out the only thing that can complete me. And at that point, the whole world came to a stop. And the waiter was screaming through his eyes. So that's my idea. Do you want to do it?
So the commercial is about Heinz ketchup, and I personally love this commercial very much. The first reason why is because I think the acting is pretty impressive. Even though it's not the Oscar level kind of acting, it does not contain that sort of, subtle changes on one's face. And in fact, everyone's facial expression changes quite rapidly and drastically in the commercial. You can see it especially when Ed Sheeran was adding some ketchup on his meal, and the waiter right next to him, his face turned from being shocked to scared and then disgusted. But I think that is exactly why the acting is really on point for me. And as for the second reason, I think the commercial portrays the mind of a commoner going inside a luxurious place very well. You may notice that Ed uses a lot of fancy and posh in his description toward the place and what the waiter who delivered his meal said to him. And I think that depicts the kind of mindset of not knowing much about luxury but still considering it as something totally positive very well. And I can imagine myself saying the exact same thing if I were him. And the last reason is because I'm pretty, I admire the way that the corporation view their product. Like, they're well aware of the fact that even though the ketchup might be loved by the majority, some people, especially those of high socioeconomic status, might view their product as something vulgar and does not fit their dining table. But they just joked about it in the commercial, and I admire that kind of spirit that they are so willing to embrace the fact that not everyone view their product in a so positive way and still being cool with it.